Hey guys, we have something super special for you today. We have something I never thought I would be able to see in person, let alone be involved in the building of. We have a Jeep Wagoneer build. Let's jump right into it. All right, Justin, I didn't think this day would come, but we finally have done it. What the hell is this thing?
You know what, in all the years I've been doing this, and it's been a long time, not too many things make me excited, but man, this thing is super, super cool. Our general sales manager approached me about a month back and said, hey, I want to lift one of these things. And I'm like, okay, how are we going to do that? So I did some research. This Wagoneer actually shares a lot of front suspension components with a Ram 1500. So that's exactly what we did. This is actually a lift kit from a Ram 1500. It's more or less bolt in. The rear, of course, not even close. So the rear is 100% custom build. But yeah, this is 3.5 inches and 2 inches in the back, and man, this thing looks so cool.
Let's just clarify this for anyone watching. You can't get a Wagoneer lift kit. It doesn't exist.
No, it does not.
You can't buy one if you wanted to.
No.
So without further ado, let's just do a full walk around, talk about all the stuff we had to do to make this thing that shouldn't exist. Let's just go wheels and tires first, since that's right in front of us.
This wheel looks familiar, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
This is the Fuel Rogue, again in double dark tint. We just did this on a Ram truck, and we liked it so much we stuck it on this one right here. So I get so many comments about the double dark tint. It just pulls the color of the vehicle right into the wheel, and man, it looks so cool.
Awesome. And is there much of a price difference going for the double dark tint version over the regular?
It's so minuscule you wouldn't even matter. It's a matter of a few dollars, honestly.
But it seems like we've really fallen in love with the double dark tint. We've been doing it on most of the builds we do nowadays, and it's just one of the other little touches that it just really brings Ted Customs builds to a bit of a classier, a bit of a nicer finish.
Exactly.
Break time, be right back.
You got everything you need to get outfitted and roll in style right here at tedcustoms.com. I'm talking wheels, rims, tonneau covers, mud flaps, anything you need right here at tedcustoms.com. Your home for everything, parts and accessories. And then what do we got going on tire-wise here?
So this again here is a Nitto Ridge Grappler. It should be pretty familiar, right?
Yeah.
You know, it took a little bit of guesswork to find the right tire size. We did try a few different sizes. We really wanted to put a 35-12-50 on here. It wasn't gonna happen. I've seen some on the internet down in the States where someone managed to get a 35, but I think they had to chop you-know-what out of the whole front bumper, and we're not into that, right?
Yeah, and then you were saying you did put a larger, beefier tire on it just for a quick photo op.
Yeah,
you said
it wouldn't turn. It wouldn't turn, not at all, no. So this here is a 305/55. It's the equivalent of about 33.5 inches, you know, still 1250 wide. I think it fills the wheel well nicely. We just had to do a minor little bit of trim work down here to make sure that it cleared. But other than that, it fits right on there and just no issues.
All right, so let's really get into the meat and potatoes of this thing. This combination Frankenstein lift kit, not everyone can do this. It's not a take it out of the package, install it kind of thing. What was kind of some of the thought process and work we had to do to make this thing work?
Well, you know, there's a lot of things to take in consideration. Everything from CV angles to alignment and that type of thing. So being that this utilizes the majority of the Ram 1500 front suspension, it wasn't too difficult for the front to make that work. The rear, on the other hand, was all custom. So there's custom spacers put in there because a Ram utilizes a coil spring in the rear, whereas this is actually a strut. So that took a little bit of engineering. Our technician Vince, he's right into fabrication work, and you know, he was all gung ho to give this one a shot.
Nice. So it's solid, it's sturdy.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna have no problems driving this thing around.
No, it drives like a dream. It's beautiful.
Nice. So I guess one just shameless question I have: Could we go higher? Could we do a 6-inch? Like,
I've been thinking about it. I'm going to do a little bit more research. You know, you might see a 4 or 6 inch come out of here at some point. The front is probably doable. The rear is going to take a little bit of research and design, but don't count us out. We're definitely interested in doing that.
We accomplished a 3-inch. We'll see. We're gonna go back to the mad scientist drawing board and see if we can come up with a way to stick an extra few inches up on these things. I just want to take a second to appreciate this Wagoneer, and this is a Wagoneer, not a Grand Wagoneer.
Yeah, the biggest thing about this is the non-air ride version, right? So if it was air ride, there'd be a whole another slew of challenges to make that lifted. So this is the non-air ride version. I don't believe you can get a Grand Wagoneer without air ride. We'll have to check into that.
Yeah, and I would imagine you would encounter a lot more complications getting into between those two, because they're decently different vehicles. But I just want to say you guys did an amazing job picking out the color combination and the trim for this build. Thank you for tuning in to this super special episode with us here at TAG Customs. We had a blast checking out this vehicle. And if you are interested in getting your own Wagoneer lifted, if you want to go 3, 4, 6 inches, trust us, if you're down for it, we can get you soaring high in the sky in your luxury Wagoneer. If you have any other desires for vehicle builds, whether it be a truck or a Jeep, you know we're always down to help and build whatever your dream vehicle may be. For Reese and Justin here at TAG Customs, it has been a pleasure, and we'll see you in the next video.